In this video, we're going to look at function notation. Now, a mathematical function just tells you what operations to perform on an input to the function. So let's define the following function. f(x) equals x plus 7. Okay, what does that mean? Well, that means that the function f is applied to the input x, and our output is x plus 7. So all this function does, takes our input, in this case x, and adds 7 to it, and that's our output. Okay, so let's do an example. What is f2? So that says, so what is f2? Well, f2 just means apply this function to the number 2. So f2, rather than x, we have the number 2, so we're going to, rather than writing x, we're just going to replace x with the number 2. So f2 is 2 plus 7, which is 9. How about what's y plus 3? Well, again, we've done the same function, it's still f. Rather than x, we have y plus 3. So everywhere that we had x in our original function, we're just going to replace that with y plus 3. Generally put it in brackets will make it easier. So fy plus 3 is just y plus 3. I've replaced x by y plus 3 plus 7. And we can simplify this. Y plus 3 plus 7 is y plus 10. One more example, fx squared. Well, that's simple. Rather than x, we now have x squared. So in our original function, we're just going to replace all the x's with x squared. Fx squared is x squared plus 7. And we can't simplify that anymore. And that's basically the simple concept of functions. Let's look at a slightly more difficult one. We'll now look at this slightly more difficult function. Let's say gx now. It doesn't have to be x. It doesn't have to be f. We have gx is the function defined by x squared minus x minus 5. So we take our input x, we square it, we take away our input, and we take away 5. So what is g3? G3, rather than x, we're going to replace all the x's with 3's. So G3 is just 3 squared minus 3 minus 5, which is 9 minus 3 is 9 minus 3 is 6, minus 5 is 1. So that's what G3 is. Let's have a look now about what is Gx plus 1. So now I'm going to replace all the x's with x plus 1. So rather than x squared, I now get x plus 1 squared. Rather than take away x, I get take away x plus 1. And I still get the minus 5. Now if I multiply this out, I get x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus x minus 1 minus 5, which is x squared plus x minus 5. Now notice that gx plus 1, which we've worked out here, is x squared plus x minus 5. That is different to gx plus 1, which is just gx, x squared minus x minus 5 plus 1. So x squared minus x minus 4. So it's here that gx plus 1, all in brackets, is different to gx plus 1.